Today I'm going to show you, ow, Jesus. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It is Rachel here, and today I'm going to show you how I do my no foundation routine. Vic and I have put it on Twitter a couple times, and everybody's like, ooh bitch, how do you do it? So today I'm going to show you. I got this cute little dress from Target. It's kind of long, and I got it in a medium, so it's a little bit like baggier. Kind of shoulder it. I really like it. I also bleached right here in my hair. I need to redo it a little bit because some of the dark washed into it, but I'm really happy with it. Jamie Genevieve inspired it. But yeah, let's get into it. So for my foundation, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. This isn't really foundation, but I like using this as a foundation. And I don't mind using something like this even when I'm wearing full glam looks because I usually do light coverage. So I use a little bit more of this than I normally would, just to even out my face with my fake tan. But it looks so nice and so dewy. If you have oily skin, you might want to powder after this, but I would powder minimally just so you don't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup, you know? So I'm gonna use about that much. So it's a decent amount, but got some of my hair. Just pull it out. Just gonna blend that in with this little like Moda brush. I'm gonna look to the side because I've got a mirror right here. I'm just gonna blend it in like this. Kind of stipple, drag, whatever necessary. I have dye right here, so don't mind that. I just make sure and drag it down the neck a little, make sure there's not like a big line of demarcation. And always make sure, you know, your skin's prepped before this. I just have on a moisturizer and a facial oil because it's about 9 o'clock at night, so I don't really want to do the whole skincare thing. But just make sure you're nice and moisturized before you do this. And that's what that looks like. So it doesn't really even out the complexion, but it makes you look super glowy, and it evens out my tan for my body since I self-tan. And I don't self-tan my face most of the time, or if I do, you know, it fades really quickly. So that's what this looks like. And then you can use concealer. I actually like using this foundation for concealer on no makeup days because it's super light. It's the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. I'm just going to use this little Luxie brush and kind of dig into here. It's got like a little cat paw type of vibe on it, cat paw kind of thing. So I just kind of dab it under my eyes. It doesn't really do that much because it is very light coverage, but it doesn't make it so my like concealer is too high coverage because that just looks kind of funny when you're not wearing foundation. So I just kind of dab it under my eyes, and then I'll bring it up a little bit onto the forehead, and then on like around my nose where I'm a little bit red. But I don't really do much. Like, again, I don't really care. I try and build it up a little bit under my eyes, but I'm not really going for much coverage. I don't mind having like, you know, full glam eyeshadow and lipstick and stuff with no makeup on my face. And I have black hair dye or dark brown hair dye everywhere, so just ignore that. So I guess technically there is foundation in this routine, but you could use concealer. This one's just light coverage, so I prefer it for that reason. And now that we're here, I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. I use powdered bronzer when I'm not really wearing any makeup, but I like to use my lightest bronzer. I have this sample of the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It looks like it wouldn't really do much on my skin, but it actually works really well. So I'm going to use that today, just because it's super light, so it's not like the most intense bronzer ever when you're not wearing any foundation, you know? Like, you kind of want it to be all nice and subtle, so just kind of bronzing. And then I kind of take it like on the bridge of my nose just a little. Just give me that sun-kissed look. Then for blush, I prefer a cream blush. I'm just going to use this Colourpop blush stick. This one's in the shade Under Pressure. So I still do the full shebang, but I just do it a little bit lighter. I guess other than blush, I love a decent amount of blush, but this blush shears out really well, and it's not overly dewy either, considering we have already a ton of dewy products on our face. I don't really need to overdo it up, so I'm gonna use the same brush I used for the Charlotte Tilbury primer and just dab out my little blush. And then run it over the bridge of my nose as well. Honestly, I don't normally highlight on no makeup days because my skin's already really glowy from the primer, but I will highlight just because I know you bitches like to. I'm gonna do it lightly. I'm gonna use the Colourpop stick in Bullseye on my little finger here, and I'm gonna shear it out on my hand. And then just tap, tap, tap. Just a little. I'll do it for you, but I'm really a cream highlight kind of girl right now. So I just highlight like that. Sometimes I do powder on no foundation days just because I'm so dewy, but I'm not gonna because I don't care to. But sometimes I do, just to let you know. Even though I never powder when I'm doing my actual makeup, I feel like powdering when you do no foundation sometimes can be necessary because it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like you need to. So here's what it looks like. I'm gonna jump off camera, finish up my lower lash line, pop on a lip color, and I'll be back to show you everything. But it's super easy. It's kind of like a 5-minute makeup kind of vibe, and it makes your skin look glowy and beautiful, but you can still see all of the redness, all of the imperfections. That's why I love it. Why am I blue? So if the lighting changed, you have my deepest apologies. It looks blue from here, but maybe I'm blinded from the ring light. But here is the completed look with the skin. So basically this whole video is just me telling you that you need to buy the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a superstar youth glow. I like it for foundation, I like it for cream highlight, I like it for a primer. It is a beautiful product and I would like everybody to go out and buy it, effective immediately. But let me know what you think. I know people that are more into full coverage matte might not love this. But I think that even if you have acne, if you're just trying to embrace your skin, I think this is a good kind of look to start going for, because it really does show off everything. But I'm still wearing a lip color, I'm still wearing eyeshadow, but I'm not wearing any foundation or any concealer actually. Like I'm just wearing I guess I'm wearing foundation, all right, under my eyes, but you're just gonna have to get over it. I'm barely wearing any, I don't have any coverage on my face basically. There's nothing there. And I think that it's beautiful. Like, it's one of my favorite looks. It's so, I don't know, just, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, there's absolutely nothing that you could tell me right now. Like, I know that I look good and I know my skin looks great. But I think that if you have, acne or texture or intense redness like I do, I think this is a good way to start stepping into loving your skin, or maybe just dial down the coverage of your foundation a little bit. But I just feel like light coverage has really helped me like my skin as is. I used to be so obsessed with covering all the redness I have down here, but now I don't really care. So let me know what you think. Do you guys like the way it looks? Let me know if you try it out for yourself, because I'd love to see people start trying to do this. I really like unretouched pictures. I like minimal coverage makeup, so I would really, really love to see kind of like a movement surrounding that. Just for all skin types, tones, textures. I think it would be so nice just to see everybody loving their skin. So love your skin. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on all of our other social medias. They'll be linked down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!